Fitbit, once a leader in the fitness tracking world, is slowly fading into the background under Google's ownership. The company has already stopped making smartwatches, and now there's another sign that Fitbit as a brand might be on its way out. Previously, Fitbit announced on X that its official account has been shut down, with all Fitbit-related news moving to the AT Made by Google account. It raises concerns among Fitbit fans. Will Fitbit continue to exist as an independent brand, or is Google planning to fully absorb it into the Pixel lineup? Interestingly, despite shutting down the X account, Fitbit's presence on Instagram and Facebook remains active, for now. Fitbit's support account on X is still running, but the UK and Ireland pages have been redirected, and the main Fitbit Facebook page is nowhere to be found. This inconsistency leaves users questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. Is Google intentionally phasing out Fitbit's branding in certain areas while keeping some aspects alive? Without a clear announcement, fans are left to piece together these changes, and the uncertainty isn't helping Google's case for long-term Fitbit loyalty. When Google acquired Fitbit in 2021, there was hope that it would bring innovation to the lineup. However, over the past year, updates have been minimal. The last Fitbit tracker, the Charge 6, launched in late 2023. And there have been no credible rumors about new devices like a Versa 5 or Charge 7. The only upcoming Fitbit-branded product is the Fitbit Ace LTE, a kid's smartwatch that hasn't even launched in the UK yet. For a company that used to release new models almost yearly, this long gap is unusual and raises concerns about whether Fitbit's future is secure. Without fresh hardware, Fitbit risks losing relevance in an increasingly competitive market. Fitbit's sales numbers don't paint a promising picture either. According to Statista, the company sold 6.6 million devices in 2023, a nearly 30% drop from 2022. Fitbit has been losing ground for years, facing tough competition from budget-friendly brands like Xiaomi, Amazfit, and CMF. At the same time, new wearable trends like smart rings are gaining traction and pulling users away from traditional fitness trackers. With Google's history of shutting down projects that underperform, it's easy to wonder if Fitbit could be the next casualty. Despite the uncertainty, Fitbit's Charge lineup remains its most popular and well-received series. The Charge 6 introduced Google services like Wallet and Maps, making it the most Google-integrated Fitbit tracker yet. However, it wasn't without flaws. If a Charge 7 is in development, there are several key areas where Fitbit needs to improve to make it a compelling upgrade. One of the biggest complaints about the Charge 6 was its unreliable GPS. The problem stems from the placement of the GPS antenna. When worn tightly for accurate heart rate tracking, it blocks the GPS signal. Loosening the band improves the GPS signal but compromises heart rate accuracy. This design flaw makes the Charge 6 a poor choice for runners and cyclists who rely on precise GPS data. Fitbit needs to rethink the antenna placement or introduce a more advanced GPS system to solve this issue in the Charge 7. Another missing feature is an altimeter, which was removed after Charge 4. Many users rely on it for tracking floors climbed, and its absence in newer models has been frustrating for those who like detailed activity metrics. While this might not be a deal-breaker for casual users, bringing it back would enhance the Charge 7's appeal, especially for hikers and outdoor enthusiasts who track elevation changes. One of the most frustrating aspects of Fitbit devices is their proprietary chargers. Each model seems to introduce a slightly different charging cable, making it impossible to use older Fitbit chargers with newer devices. Moving to a universal charging solution, like USB-C, would be a massive quality-of-life improvement for users. Considering that the Pixel Watch already uses USB-C, it makes sense for Fitbit to follow suit. A single, standardized charger would reduce e-waste and make Fitbit devices more convenient to charge. The previous model delivers about 7 days of battery life with gestures only, and around 3 days with the always-on display. While that's solid for a fitness tracker, some Wear OS watches are starting to push battery life further. If Fitbit wants to stay competitive, it needs to focus on power efficiency and optimize battery life even further in the Charge 7. A longer-lasting battery would make the device even more appealing, particularly for users who travel frequently or engage in extended outdoor activities. There's no official word on a Charge 7 yet, but given Fitbit's history, it seems likely. The Charge series is Fitbit's most reliable and best-selling product line, and it's hard to imagine Google dropping it entirely. However, the launch timeline remains unclear. Fitbit has released new Charge models every 1 to 2 years, but with no credible leaks or hints from Google, there's no telling when, or if, we'll see the Charge 7. Given Google's shifting priorities, Fitbit fans might have to wait longer than usual for the next update. If you're in the market for a fitness tracker, waiting for the Charge 7 might not be the best move, at least not yet. Since there's no confirmed release date, you could end up waiting for a long time with no guarantee of an upgrade. If you need a tracker now, the Fitbit Charge 6 remains a solid option, particularly for casual users who want basic fitness tracking with Google integration. However, if GPS accuracy is a priority, Garmin's Venue SQ2 offers better tracking for a slightly higher price. Those who want a smartwatch experience with deeper Google integration might find the Pixel Watch 3 to be a better investment. Google's handling of Fitbit raises more questions than answers. While the brand isn't completely gone, the signs aren't encouraging. If Google truly wants Fitbit to remain relevant, it needs to invest in new models and reassure users that Fitbit isn't just a fading name. Until then, Fitbit fans can only wait and hope that the Charge lineup continues, and that Google doesn't quietly phase out one of the most recognizable names in fitness tracking. Thanks for watching.